Welcome to lockdown vlog number 20. Let's play some music, let's make some coffee. Let's see if I can do this with one hand and still have some focus. Okay, let me turn this down. This is a record that I'm pretty sure you have never heard of. This band is called The Frog and the title is Be Kind to Animals, Kiss a Frog. And as you can see, that's what she's doing. And interesting is that that bridge, that's from a bridge on the cover of this album, and that bridge, this is the other side of the bridge, this is where I have been cycling over this bridge when I was from maybe 10 years to 15 years old. So this is a little piece of home. This band I have seen performing in those days, and the drummer was even a friend of mine, so this is some nostalgia for me. As you can see over here, this was from a record library. You could go to the you could go there and you could, just like you could rent a book, you could rent this this album in order to play it at home, and of course in order to record it on cassette. I don't believe this has ever been brought out on CD, but I like this album. And there was of course a question, can you tell us a little bit more or show us something of the record player, because I have not done that yet. Well, this is a Clearaudio, and it is the Clearaudio Performance. That's the name of it. And as I showed you at maybe my very first video, I gave this a few pushes without the belt that you see over there, and because this is on a magnet, well, of course you have a middle spindle, but that is floating on a magnet, and when you give it a push without the belt, it'll take about 10 minutes to come to a full stop. Now the motor is separate, completely separate from the record player. That's something I like. And what else can I tell? Alright, of course you have the leads here from the cartridge into the tube. Now normally what you have is a cable in, let me change hands, a cable in the tube. You can change the little leads right over here, and then you have at the rear a connection for the cable going to the preamp. So this means that you have 1, 2, 3 cables in order to reach your preamplifier. Now what Clearaudio has done is this, I have to be careful where I point my finger, this is the cable. So this lead goes from here, it doesn't change from one cable to the other, it just moves on right over here, and then it gets out right over there, and that is still the same cable, and then it connects to the preamp. And so this is just one cable going directly from the cartridge into the preamp. This is some aluminium stone construction, and well, I love the looks of it. You can the legs, you can put them higher and lower, they are adjustable. So I like this thing very much, and it plays like a dream. And also the preamplifier, the phono preamp inside my ITOS preamplifier is, well, is really a very good preamp. Another thing, because today I thought, well, maybe I could do some record playing, and before that I always clean my records. So let me show you the things that I have used throughout the years. This was my first record cleaning machine. This is something that you do by hand, and there's a box that you fill up with some fluid. You place the record in there. There's a clamp so you won't damage or wet the label, and then just by hand you rotate it through the liquid, and then you have this drying rack for drying your records. Let me see, can I open this? Yes. So over here, this is where you put your records in. There's two, can you see that? Two brushes, one on each side, in order to clean the records, and this is the clamp that secures your label and gives you, these things will fall, wait, can't do this with one hand, but let me try and close this up a little bit, because you have these notches right over here, and this thing has the sidebars, so it lays in there, and then you just rotate it like that. So that's my old system. Let me put that down. That's my old system, and now I have what is called the Okie Noki. This is a Dutch project made by invented and made by a Dutch guy. There's a three-way button on top for the motor, so in the middle it doesn't rotate. This will rotate the plotter one way, and if you do it to the other side, it will rotate the other way. And there is a vacuum to, because it is not really wet cleaning, but you use fluid to clean the record, and then this arm will go onto the record. It will suck the fluid from the record, and the fluid will go into the machine like this, and you can put the vacuum on or off. And if I take out this thing, you can see it is hollow, and it has these, I don't know, it's too dark on my, is this the, let me see, can I get a little bit more light? So what you can see, there's two of these felt, I don't know if you can see that, but there's two of these velvet strips on either side, and in the middle is a gap, and it sucks the fluid through the gap into the machine. And if we look at the rear, because when it is filled up, you have this little line that you can pull out and just pour out the fluids in there. And of course there's just your power connection. So this is what I use to clean my records. Someday there will be, of course, a video of it, so this is just a short overview of what kind of record players there are. If I pick up this thing again, sometime, because I'm still using this, some time ago I got a bunch of 45s from somebody, but they were not being taken care of very well, so it almost looks like they all have sand on them. So what I'm doing with very, very dirty records is I first clean them in this thing, and then I'll clean them for a second time on this machine, but I don't want all that sand into this machine. And it has one more hidden trick, yeah, right over there. So this is where you can put your records into to dry, and there's a little channel in there that will collect all the fluid that is leaking from there, and that one is hidden inside here. Okay, so I hope that made any sense. I think record cleaning is important, and someday I'll make a video about it, and I'll tell you everything in more detail and why you should do that. For today I wanted to show you my record player and my record cleaning machines. So from a bit cloudy, bit blue day, I believe it's a bit cold outside, but from Rotterdam I say thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.